This shit ain't competition, all I see is me. Still zip them up or lay down, you gotta take me off my feet. It's that time, nigga.
Welcome. Episode 40, what's this, 42?
Yeah.
Of the Black Visionary Podcast. I'm the biggest host, Big Swan Dunn, the Swanee.
Co-host GOAT of the Gun Channels.
Baby Lamb.
You feel me? The one, the only, real black.
Black Visionary Podcast. New Gifted Visionary. New the Swanee. Real Black. Black Visionary Podcast.
Man, I'm using a laptop again today, and I gotta find my stuff, man. I got something for you, man. Right up your alley. Actually, it's a problem I got with on social media right now, on Twitter, man. It's a lot of misinformation about the vaccine deaths and shit like that. It's just certain people on there that anybody died. It gotta be the vaccine. It's gotta be the vaccine. It was some dude that died. He an athlete, right? And I think he played in the NFL, but he died, and everybody was trying to like, see, I told y'all it was the vaccine, it's a vaccine. And everybody in the comments like, oh, I'm triple boosted and I'm scared for my life. And then a person that was his teammate said, yeah, he died from suicide. And then everybody like, no, that ain't true. Like, bro, he on this man's team. What you mean it ain't true? Bro, it's just like, it ain't even the only one. It's just so much on Twitter, bro. Everybody trying to blame everybody blame the vaccination for every little thing that's going on. And that shit just making me mad because it's like, bro, niggas don't give a fuck about spreading misinformation. But I know that's right up your alley. You're the vaccine king.
So which part do you think the vaccine is not responsible for as many?
Yes.
Or you feel like it's responsible for some, but they dragging it?
No. I feel like, I'm pretty sure it may be, but I don't know. Yeah. But it's just like anytime somebody died, that's the first thing they run to is it's the vaccine when it's not even the case.
Yeah, it's crazy because I seen where a lot of the doctors are saying that a lot of these younger athletes are dying because of the vaccine, but I haven't looked into why, you know what I'm saying, they saying this. I do know that I know that the vaccine isn't a traditional vaccine.
Yeah. It's
more like a reproductive therapy for your genes or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we don't know what's gonna happen, what's gonna come of the vaccine. Like, I don't know how it's gonna affect athletes, in the upcoming. But that's the thing. That's why I think that's why everybody's scared. Man, people have a fear of the unknown. So not ever having a vaccine, because this is, like I said, this ain't a traditional vaccine. It's not like, they inject you with the, say a dead gene or the dead virus or whatever, and it just so it's not the traditional joint. So everybody really don't know what it. So I think with us not knowing how it's gonna affect everybody, and people are already skeptical of the government, skeptical of organizations, and the fact that they still refusing to like put out what effects or what they went through, the World Health Organization, all these like organizations, the vaccine file, they won't put out how all the necessary information that everybody is curious about of what the research they did on it, of how it affect humans in the future. Yeah. And that's where I think everybody's scared, and just blaming that. But I mean, I don't know. You know how I felt from the beginning about the vaccination, and so I'm just like, I always feel like if that's, it should have been a choice from the beginning. Like, if you want to do that, you know what I'm saying, you got family. Me, I live by myself. I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying?
How time I thought you had a kid?
I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no, well, at the time, I ain't had no girlfriend. Like, so, I'm not affecting nobody. I didn't have a job. So, me not getting vaccinated because of me fearing that it could cause health complications in the future that might be worse than what I felt like COVID was going to bring to me. Yeah. Like, I never in a point did I believe COVID would take me out. Like, I didn't think that it was like that big of a danger. I knew for older people it was, you know what I'm saying? For people who had health issues it was, but I just didn't think I was susceptible to it. So I was just like, I'm not scared. I'm more scared of what I don't know than what I do know. And what I do know is my likelihood of getting real sick from COVID is slim compared to some other people with like health issues and stuff like that. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not, I don't feel it. I don't feel like the risk is worth the reward, because, you know what I'm saying, I caught COVID and it was literally not as bad. It wouldn't, I'd rather have that than strep throat any day of the week. Like, that shit was light as hell.
One thing I don't understand when they be like, oh, they got the vaccine, they died, they was healthy as an ox. I question that because it's like, how often do people actually go to the doctor to get checkups to know what's wrong with them and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking about even this kind of off like on a, it's adjacent to, like, for example, I don't know what I'm allergic to. Yeah. So I've been thinking about going to do like a little allergy test, see what's going on with that, because I could be, you know what I'm saying, taking some shit I might be allergic to. And it's like, I'm like, how do you know if you're healthy as an ox if you really, just because they appear healthy don't mean shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I just think it's fear mongering, honestly. I mean, you're right. You don't know who healthy. I don't know. I might have a, heart condition I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I pray not. But it just, you won't know. Like, I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know my mom was having like heart problems before she passed away. I had no clue. She didn't tell me. So she seemed healthy as an ox. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real young. So you don't know. Shit. Like, healthy people die all the time. So it's not, I ain't gonna sit up and blame COVID for that or the vaccine for that. I just think it's a lot of fear mongering, because the lack of information we had when COVID hit versus all the shit that they was telling us. It was too many people telling us information and they didn't know. I understand the misinformation where people was spewing shit out that they didn't know. Yeah. But there was also people on the news side or the information side that was giving out information that was also false. Like, it's come out that a lot of those people who went on ventilators at the beginning probably died because they was on ventilators instead of not being on ventilators. Like, it wasn't necessary at the beginning to put so many people on ventilators, and they only died because they probably would have lived if they wasn't on, some of the earlier people, they probably would have lived if they wasn't on ventilators. And then now we also finding out by a lot of neurologists and biologists and all of this that COVID, it was a bad idea to vaccinate people during a pandemic. No, but that's never happened. We've never done that before. Like, you're not supposed to vaccinate people during a pandemic because this is how you create variants. Like, if I come to, like, if I'm going to repeatedly try to take you out, and you next time you get a bulletproof vest, well, I'm just going to aim for the head.
Speaking of that, let's talk about that next too.
If next time you get a bulletproof vest, I'm gonna aim for the head, and then if you get a bulletproof helmet, I'm gonna change up the way I attack you.
That's how the mutations and stuff.
Yeah,
happen.
So that's how the mutations happen, because the variants, the virus itself seen, okay, they added this first booster, they added this first vaccine, so we're gonna come up with Delta. Yeah, and Delta came through, and they was like they got a booster you so you can handle Delta now, and then the virus decided, okay, let's come out with this Omicron shit. We got to morph and change up.
They had a virus committee.
Yeah, so I mean, that we the things we know now. He said a virus committee. I ain't even hear that shit. I'm like, wait, what? They came together. Hey, bro, we got to do something about this. But
they smarten up out here.
Yeah, like, but I mean, virtually.
But speaking on the ventilator shit, like, my dad said he was on the ventilator and he was choking on his own throw up, but they wasn't really paying attention to him in there. And he said somehow he had to get it out himself. He somehow got it and put it out himself. And it's like, damn. And I'm like, and that got me thinking. I'm like, how many people actually die in there just for stuff like that? Because the doctor's not even paying attention.
But it was apparently it was a lot of people. Yeah, like, it was a lot of people because they so rushed to put people on ventilators because they just automatically felt like dealing with COVID would have been way worse. So we need to help these people breathe. And you probably could have just, monitored them a lot harder, looked out for them or whatever.
Even the ones that need to be on ventilator, even watching them more. Yeah. Telling how many people died from neglect, and you just, it's COVID.
It's cool. He on the ventilator. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now doctors, I mean, it's even like CNN and, MSNBC, even all of the stuff, they going back now and saying a lot of the stuff that they were saying at the beginning was not true, or they was misinforming us because of the little knowledge that they had. And like I said, my only problem with all of it is you need to add those platforms back that y'all deplatform for misinformation. If the news outlets was putting out more misinformation than the other people or whatever, than the people who y'all deplatformed. I mean, y'all cancel so many people and ruin so many opportunities at a career because misinformation, but y'all was putting out the same misinformation on the opposite spectrum.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of the people that y'all deplatform was telling the truth, come to find out. And now that y'all, it's crazy because now if you look back 2 years ago, the same shit that they was deplatforming people for, they're actually saying that shit was true. Like that, and that's mind blowing. I mean, it's COVID, it's not something like that I pay attention to every day, but when I do, like it's good to know because COVID is not what we thought it was.
Yeah. You want to know something that's mind blowing?
What?
New California bill will ban citizens from buying bulletproof vests.
Yeah, I seen that.
I know. I seen. I said, "Oh yeah, I know he finna move to California for real now."
Nah, hell no. I hate California, man. I hate California, New York. I mean, just did you see they talk about we need a assault pistol ban?
No, I ain't see that. What the fuck is an assault pistol?
Hey, there ain't no such.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, one of the Congress women. I can't.
Are they talking about the switches on the Glocks?
Yes,
because they already banned.
Yeah, I think she just talking about pistols. I think she talking about semi-automatic pistols.
That's crazy.
Like I think that's literally the entirety of her argument or whatever. Because I'm like, why? What is an assault pistol?
That shit sounds like it's ridiculous.
It's Dianne Feinstein. She came out talking about they need to ban semi-automatic pistols. So if you're a Dianne Feinstein person, you need to reevaluate your choices in life because there's no such thing as as assault pistol. There's no such thing as an assault weapon, but an assault pistol. Now there is a such thing as an assault rifle. That's a machine gun. You pull the trigger, you get as many amount of shots as the magazine contains.
Yeah.
You let the trigger go, it stops. We are not allowed to own those. We are not allowed to purchase those. We are not allowed to hand them over to each other.
Shit.
Some people can own them, but there is the ones that was grandfathered in through the original ban. So if they were already American owned before the ban, you could sell them, but they go for like $20,000.
Hey, what's crazy is
$1 million.
I had another topic about the mass shooting that happened. I said, oh shit, let me talk about this on the podcast. Another ban guns thing, and then next thing you know, the Memphis police. I don't know his name. I don't want to. Yeah, I think it's Tyre. Nichols or something like that. Don't get me wrong. Let me look this up right quick.
Yeah,
because I don't want to be misinformed. Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, Tyre Nichols. Yeah, I watched it was like a surveillance view. I didn't watch the body cam footage. I couldn't watch that shit, man. Yeah. Did you hear what fucking Jason Whitlock said?
I don't pay him, man. I haven't.
He was on CNN.
Do not pay that man no attention,
bro. He was on CNN and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is bad. They're wrong. It was 501, but this is a black single mother's problem. This is their problem. You got a black single mother, and that's a chief of police." I'm like, bro, how did you tie this back into the black community and black single mothers, and it's the reason why, and they ain't obeying authority and all this? I'm like, come on, man. Like, I would play it, but I don't got that thing.
Yeah. Forget him, man. If you still listening to Jason Whitlock in 2023, man, something wrong with you. That man don't know. I don't even know why he still got a job. The man don't know about
shit like that. It's people like when I was reading it on the tweets and stuff. It's a lot of people in there agreeing. I agree with him. What y'all mad for, bro? People just don't got no fucking. I don't know, man. It's just crazy the way they can just let people like him just say whatever.
Say shit.
Hey, tea is not hydrating, right?
Oh, I don't care.
Damn,
it tastes good.
Whoa,
it tastes good.
I gotta play this for context though, man. But go ahead. I gotta go get the cord. All right.
Yeah, I mean, everything from like the COVID situation, and I didn't see the whole what was it? Armor. I didn't see the whole armor situation. You can't buy body armor, like. Yeah, I'm. Are they proposing to the local government in California. Yeah, see, I mean, if it's proposed, it's probably gonna pass because Gavin Newsom's he just not a good person. Like the dude is not a good governor. Like he would bend over and do whatever the leftists. I mean, and don't give me. Let me just make sure I say this. I'm not on the right either, but he do whatever the left say. I mean, he's a puppet. I mean, all you're doing by telling, like, all you're doing, you think, all right, say you think body armor shouldn't be bought by the citizens because criminals gonna get it. Kinda. All the citizens can't afford body armor or shouldn't have access to body armor because it makes criminals have easy access to body armor. Like, bro, you can make body armor. Like, criminals gonna get body armor no matter what. People who need body armor is the citizens who already don't have guns in y'all fucking slab of the country. Like, these people need help, man. The police already don't show up on time. Like, and then a lot of the time when they show up and, you know, beat to death the person who called them, or, you know what I'm saying, end up making the situation worse than what it was when they got there. Like, they've even said that they don't. Joe Biden said the police don't have to protect you. You don't have a right to protect yourself. Like, and then he turns around and agrees with Kevin Trudeau when he says you don't have a right to protect yourself. Like, who says stuff like that? Yeah, what kind of human tells another human that they don't have a right to protect their life and the people that they care about? I mean, it's just weird. And for anybody who would stand up and say, all right, you know, I'm going to ban citizens from being able to protect themselves with body armor since they can't carry guns out the house, they can't protect themselves with body armor in case something go down. Like, imagine. You see, when people say riot and protest, and you automatically think we talking about your side of things. It's not the case. They could be rioting and protesting over a baseball game loss or a football game loss. And what happens if they rioting and looting and it's not something you believe in, and somebody show up with a gun during the loot and try to rob you, or shit go down in your neighborhood? like the mayor did in Chicago. She banned protesting only in her neighborhood. You can protest everywhere but her neighborhood. Come on, bro. These government bodies don't care about y'all. They don't care about us. And so, how would you like to be able to put a bulletproof vest on your child during a riot?
You ain't gotta be out there. You just want to have it on just in case motherfuckers just start shooting through the house or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's very important. Like, you definitely don't want to be caught in a situation where the government when the Minnesota riot for George Floyd, or the protest turned into a riot for George Floyd, a lot of the police was literally told to be on standby and not go out there. So there was nobody, you know what I'm saying, until the police was later on ordered to stand against the protesters. Not even necessarily the rioters. Y'all seen the videos, man. Y'all seen what's happened in 2020. But before that, the police was told not to go out there, like not to go help people calling them. They had a record amount of 911 calls, and the police. So basically, man, long story short, at the end of the day, ain't nobody's responsible for protecting you except yourself. You're the only person responsible for protecting you and the people you love. So you need to buy a gun, buy body armor, protect yourself, protect, you know, your items, protect your life and your livelihood, man. Like, you can't count on nobody but yourself. Yeah.
And I'm about to play this video. And it say he dropping truth bombs, and he is saying what most of us are thinking. I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
Everyone's behaving inappropriately, including these 5 Memphis police officers. It's an open and shut case. The camera from above captures the police doing something totally illegal. The second-degree murder charges are warranted. This is going to be a revisitation of the Walter Scott, the guy that got shot on camera by a cop in the back. He got convicted, went to prison. It's an open and shut case. This is too. I don't get what people are protesting about. These are 5 black officers. The victim is black. The police chief is black.
Here you go.
The police have been fired and charged, and they will be convicted, I would assume, by a predominantly black jury in a city that's 65% black. So the system is going to work here. What the other system that's working is the corporate media's insistence on promoting racial division at the behest, in my view, of the military-industrial complex. They want us all looking at this and not looking at what they're doing in Ukraine as they drag America and the world into World War III. This is a distraction, in my opinion. CNN hyped this video like they were hyping the Super Bowl. And there's really only 60 seconds of relevant content. You show the police misconduct from overhead as they brutalize this man and make it clear this is an open and shut case and the guys are going to be convicted, and we move on. They treated this like a Super Bowl, enraging people, promoting the violence, and this is the most important story in the history of the planet. It's not. What's going on in Ukraine and our military involvement in Ukraine, that's the most important.
Iowa news organization, I mean, they really want to make clearly.
Hey, if they want us to devote an hour of everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time because there was no male authority in your home.
Exactly.
Let's have that
shit, man. Like, what they got to do with it, man?
And this is why I stopped watching everything Jason Whitlock is a part of. Like, bro, it's a million different reasons that all of these things are happening. It's not, I mean, it's not a black single mother issue. Like, that has nothing to do with what's happening out here. Like, how do you know these people's family lives? You took the time. This man just got killed, and you go out and take the time to look at his background to see his upbringing and his family life and whether he was raised by a single mom or not.
No, he talking about all of them.
I know.
That's the point. Like,
yeah,
not even
the killers too, the cops too. Like, this is what you're doing. Like, bro, you a sad as bro. Like, Jason Whitlock, take this man off TV, man.
That's what they want to hear, that shit.
And it's nuts. Like, he on a far right wing media outlet in Fox Network, and you instead of saying what it is, it's not a black family home thing. It's a left wing ran city thing. Like, this keeps happening. This don't just keep happening in specific people. What happens when it's a white person? Is it a white single parent? Is it a two parent white family thing? No, it's not. I won't even
comment on that.
Exactly. Like, this dude, anything he can to like tear down the black community, he does it. He takes his sweet time and say the most stupidest stuff about the black community, bruh. The reason this stuff keep happening is because Memphis is a left leaning city, where they want to preach against owning guns and stuff like that and protecting yourself, even though they live in a red state, and the cops, just like everywhere else, man, we need the cops, but we need to ban the guns. Like, you giving cops, y'all need to discipline cops in a more public way every single time something like this happened. They was quick as hell to fire all the black cops when this happened, but how many times do it happen when it's white on white and they don't fire the cops? They just give them a paid leave or just, bruh, you need to punish. You can't play both sides of the fence with the police, bruh. Like, the police are not perfect. And we see this. We already see this. So the fact that nobody want to stand out and say nothing about the police whenever it comes, whether they black, white, Hispanic, it don't matter, bro. Like, essentially speaking, the cops are another gang.
Yeah, we already talked about that before.
The cops are a whole nother gang, bro. So they see it's 5 of y'all and one dude. Who has the mentality to beat a man? It's Rodney King all over again.
Yeah, but that's my. It wasn't the same on there.
Yeah,
but
it's the same. And they talking about he resisting. He resisting. He running.
Should I run too if 5 motherfuckers beat my ass? Cops or not? Like, what the fuck are y'all beating me for, bruh?
Yeah, if you're a cop, man.
And I didn't watch the video. They say he was handcuffed too, but I didn't watch the video. I can't watch that shit, man.
To be a cop is a physical job, correct? If you are a cop and it take 5 of y'all to hold a dude down, if you can't do that without beating him, you don't need to be a cop. If you can't hold a assailant down without beating him, you don't need to be a cop. It's not. If you too small, too weak, too scared, too afraid, don't be a police officer. This is what you have to deal with. You cannot be mad or scared for your life if you chose the job. This is why this whole police lives matter and blue lives matter is stupid. Yeah. Like, you signed up for this shit, bro. Like, you decided, okay, I'm gonna do this job. You cannot then be like, oh man, I'm so scared for my life that I'm gonna kill this guy.
That's crazy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can be nervous and shit like that. Even if you can't be scared, but that's what the fucking training is for. So you don't make a fatal mistake like y'all motherfuckers constantly do.
Hey, it's ridiculous.
And again, it's not even a fucking, like, this what it was. Oh, y'all, I thought y'all was against black on black crime and all this other shit. But this ain't got nothing to do with it's got to do with the police versus, you know, it's just like, man, I'm tired of talking about this shit for real. This shit be making me mad because people purposely miss the point to try to bring up black on black crime, bro, or some other what is Chicago, the crime in Chicago. Like, come on, man, this shit is ridiculous.
Like, and this shit it's not. we have it two different. It's again, man. It's one of these things. We have it two different conversations on MSNBC and on Fox. You know, on CNN and on Fox. Bruh, it's the same conversation. It need to be had everywhere. It shouldn't be a political thing, my nigga. Like, my bad. This shit pissing me off. Like, bruh, what are we sitting here arguing about, bruh? It don't matter if he committed 8 crimes, bruh. You don't, unless he committed a crime that's like he's out here shooting people in public, he should not be fucking beat to death or shot. Yeah. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm starting to feel like them dudes in the UK. Like, cops shouldn't have guns at this point.
And it's always I just still don't understand why the citizens are expected to act like the cops. The cops are the ones that trained to be calm, cool, and collected. Motherfucker, we don't have the training that the cops do. Yeah, we gonna question shit. Why this, why that? It ain't even really about resisting. Motherfuckers just want to know why they're being arrested. Give them the information they looking for. Why you can't just say that? It's no, put your hands behind your back. No, do this, do this, do this. No, just answer the fucking questions. And then, you know what I'm saying? It'll probably go a lot more smoother after that. You know what I mean? But it's like they don't want to even take the time out to do that. It's like they looking to escalate the situation.
Yeah, a lot of the times, and if this was a one-off thing, like, it would be less of a thing. Oh yeah, he resisted. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this it's always happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always happening and it's keep happening. And y'all expect everybody to again be just, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you feel this way about this, then no, like, that's dumb.
You wanna know the fucked up part about it? They finna use these 5 black cops and hang their ass. They finna hang them, but they ain't want to do that for the rest of them. Like the woman that killed I forgot his name here. What she get, like 7 years or some shit like that? Yep. She walked in the wrong apartment. Mm-hmm. Like they finna try to use them as an example. But then again, after that,
look what we did to them.
Yeah, but then the white cop kills them. Like, oh, you know, it's just, you shouldn't have resisted. Give them 3 years or 20 years suspended. Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean 20 years suspended?
And for all the people who super cop supporters, man, don't look over here and be like, oh, y'all just hate the cops. It's not that, bro. Like, again, y'all, if we say something negative about the cops, it's because they doing negative shit. Like, it's called accountability. I'm holding everybody accountable to a certain standard. If you supposed to serve and protect, my dude, serve and protect. Like, you ain't gotta kill if you can't do the job without killing somebody, you don't need to do that job. Like, you're supposed to police the community, not kill the community. Like, if he in handcuffs and he ran away, why is you shooting? Even a taser. Like, if you can't catch him on foot, he got away, man. Something.
Yeah, you gotta catch that L, man.
Like, call the radio, have another police pull up in a car in front of him, cut him off. Like, what do you? You out of pocket, bro. Like, there's no reason. If he in handcuffs, he is not a fucking threat to hurt anybody. That's not a threat to hurt somebody. That's literally a grounds for, you know, chasing them down, even macing them, anything but beating them. bro, no, he ain't hurting y'all. He not trying to hurt y'all.
Yeah, like, and then of course we understand like every situation could be potentially dangerous, but more than often than not, you got enough information when you're going into that situation. Like a DV case, all right, some shit might go down. You feel me? Just based on the nature of that, but a simple stop or something like, oh, he was probably selling weed or something. Or speaking of that, why do they do the same shit with people that's addicted to drugs? I don't understand that. Why are you beating on people that's fucking that's on drugs? They treat people with addictions some of the worst people. Like when I be saying that, it's like, yeah, he kicked down his door and he took him to jail because he had meth. Nigga, get him some help.
Bruh, it's like cops become y'all become the police forces all over the country has become way too damn happy to beat on somebody or shoot somebody, trigger happy, just happy as hell to hurt some damn body.
Shit.
Like back to the Botham John situation you just mentioned. Like she come into the house. This man is in his apartment. She mistakenly think it's her apartment. She wonders why somebody is in her apartment, so she pull out a gun and shoot you. Like what?
The reason why that don't make sense to me, if I walk in somebody's, I immediately know this is not my fucking apartment. You don't know what the fuck your apartment look like? What the fuck you mean?
She said it was the same layout. It just looked like the.
What the fuck?
Still, like, you know where your TV at,
Yeah,
you know where your couch is
like.
And if this man, you come in and a man sitting on your couch, why would you pull a gun and shoot them immediately? Like he didn't get up and bum rush you or not. Like, bruh, what are you talking about? Like, why's your first instinct to kill somebody? I want to know. I want to go sit in on a cop trainings. Do they teach y'all the first instinct is
you
to
can
kill
go
a
find
person?
out.
No, absolutely not. No, fuck that.
Police are
Not
gonna
happening. No,
They might got some on YouTube you can watch, man.
I know anything they post on YouTube ain't kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you scared,
It might not be.
like, bruh, like. If they teach us in self-defense classes and permit classes and all, if they teach us, the use of deadly force, why the police don't know what it is?
They don't care, bro. They know they ain't gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, that's the point, and that's why y'all need to go through and clear out all this. It's helicopters right now. I know this for a fact. It's helicopters with previous assault to citizens on their record. They all need to be fired. They all y'all need to let all of them go.
You got body cam footage too.
Like y'all got this, like, come on, man. Like you see, I know y'all got footage of these dudes beating these dudes in the head. Y'all got history of him getting suspended for beating somebody. Like, bruh, no.
Because the longer you keep them and then something big happened, now you got to go back and look at all them other cases they had, and more like you have to vacate all those. And now you just wasted all that time, manpower, hours, and you finna have to clear a whole lot of shit out. Now you got more paperwork to do because you didn't want to get rid of the bad seed at the beginning.
Yeah. Shit, I had a topic about single mothers with Jason Whitlock.
Yeah, he fucked you up, huh?
Man, like, I don't even want to do it now. Shit.
Well, I can do my main topic.
Like, that blew my mind. I mean, I was gonna ask, like, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Like, this, like, why'd you do you
Save it for next week, man.
Fucking
coon.
And I wasn't finna bash. I was just gonna actually talk about the red pill community. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. Like, these dudes, what's up with the red pill community? I know a lot of people agree.
I ain't heard from niggas since Kevin Samuels died, man.
A lot of, like, these dudes out here making claims that you should never date a single mom. They leftovers. They the worst of the worst. They beneath the ground. At the same time, they be dating and marrying single moms all the time. Like,
I might agree a little bit.
You might agree?
A little bit, yeah.
Explain. Or you want me to go?
You go ahead.
How I feel about it. I mean, I think if you single, you ain't got no kids, and you date a single mom, the thing is you need to understand what you want and what you going into.
But if it's your first relationship, then you don't fucking know.
I mean, if it's your first relationship, how old are you? Like, if this for the young guys, if this is your first relationship and you don't know, you need to. This is prime advice to you. Understand if you have the patience to deal with kids or not. Like, that's the biggest thing, because dating a single mom, the biggest deal is if you had the patience with the kids or not.
But you don't know you got patience with kids until you're grown kids. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing. If you ain't never had that experience, if you ain't never been around a lot of kids, then you need to exercise other options.
See, but you can't really say that, because just having like nieces and nephews is a whole lot different experience than having.
I mean, if you have nieces and nephews but you don't watch them, that's irrelevant.
I mean,
that's
you
not
can still
experience.
like I can speak from my own experience. I done damn near raised all of mine, and it shit don't prepare me for being a parent or a step parent at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think basically what I'm finna say is different strokes for different folks. Like, regardless, I already know I could be a stepfather. Done it, been there, done that.
Oh man,
like it wasn't
an ass person.
That's not true. It wasn't a hard endeavor for me. Like, yeah. I knew that I wanted to be there for the kid just as much as I wanted to be there. If dating a single mom is something that you are willing to do, then you need to make sure that's something that you're willing to extend the same love that you have, or that you're trying to come create with the mother to the kid. Well, my whole point is, not my whole point, but an alternative point is make sure that the woman that you dating is straight up first before you start even thinking about dating thinking about the kid and how much you want to spread love and all of that stuff. Like you need to make sure, because a lot of women would be making excuses and shit. Like they like, oh, when you during a dating phase, what I'm talking about, like oh man, I got something to do with the kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, we can't go on this date because I gotta find somebody. Like, if you two times, hey, you move around. My thing is, if you dating, if you trying to come through, and you just got to make sure that you are, it's something you can do, or it's something you feel like you can apply to your life. If you ain't got the time, then move the fuck around. Like, talking to the young guys or whatever coming in, like, if you ain't never had experience raising, like you said, you basically raised some of your nieces and nephews and stuff. If that wasn't a fun experience for you, don't go into a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really fucking with it. Because, I mean, speaking as somebody who actually did go into a situation where I was trying to play stepdad and it didn't work out, it was because I had no kind of like experience with that kid or experience with it. So I didn't know how it was going to be dealing with that kid or whatever. So that it just ain't work. It didn't work out. And like I said, she was using all kind of excuses and stuff like this. And I mean, it's just a deal. So for the dudes out here telling, my point is, so the dudes out here telling, oh, you don't date a single mom, bro, mind your business. Stop telling people what to do. Like, you should do what you can or what you can't. Look into it for yourself. Like, y'all out here making single moms look like the salt of the earth and the scum under the bottom of the toilet. It's fucking stupid and it's disrespectful.
I thought salt of the earth was like a good thing.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know what I'm saying? I guess so, because they used to sell salt used to be worth its weight in gold. Salt used to be currency.
I'll just say this: if you're gonna date a single mother, make sure you got everything you're gonna want to do out the way. If you're gonna go to college or whatever, get all that shit out the way. Get everything you want to do out the way. Don't do it at the beginning stages of your life, because this shit ain't gonna work. Just gonna let you know that right now.
I mean, I just, like I said, I feel like they drag it too much, and I see it all the time, man. And hell, Jason Whitlock done made it worse. Like, why the fuck is everybody out here dragging the shit out of single moms and shit? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's a personal thing. Like, everybody not gonna be built for it. It's like dating anybody. Everybody not gonna be built to date Sandra Luck. Like, it's just not you. Everybody not gonna be capable. You got to find compatibility with anybody. It's just when you date a single mom, you have to, not only do you have to find compatibility with that woman, you have to find compatibility with that child. You gotta be willing to put up with that. But saying, oh, she done had 50 bodies, and saying that she a scrub, and saying that she can't, you know what I'm saying?
Bodies.
Like, that red pill shit is annoying, bro. Like, I hear y'all all the time, and I don't even be looking for the shit. Like, oh, she the slime. Like, she was left over. Like, says who? Like, bro, if it may not, like I said, it may be something you can't deal with, or it may be something. But telling other people that it's something they shouldn't do, that could be the love of their life. They was probably meant to be in that child's life. But as speaking as a son with a single mom who had a not so great stepfather at the time, like, I mean, you you have a responsibility to that child too. Like you shouldn't leave this little kid hungry and not doing your due diligence as a step parent or whatever because all you want is the mom. That's bullshit. So I mean, understand that you're gonna have extra responsibilities going into that situation if that's what you're gonna do. Just don't look at it like it's not an option because that's disgusting and they ran through and all of this.
It's disgusting. Don't do it. Most of y'all soulmates probably dead.
No, if they did. They can't be your mate. They can't be the mate of your soul.
No, I seen it on Twitter. They said, man, y'all probably killed my soulmate. I said, that's fucked up.
Man, it's better than them dudes like, man, look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. That mean y'all soulmate ain't even born yet. I'm like, bruh.
I thought you were going to say your soul might be ugly.
I mean, my thing is the dating market is hard enough as it is.
Tell me about it.
Like, and me, I'm glad I'm out the pool, but I still like watching. I still like looking through the window. And y'all, I see why y'all struggling, man. People ain't got their damn heads together, bruh.
They ain't got shit together. They life together, nothing.
Like,
and the older you get, the worse it is. I swear to God, it is. That's why niggas. That's why they say don't date see mother. Now think about it, bro. The older I've gotten, everybody I had a crush on in high school or whatever, they got like 10 kids, bro. And they gonna shame you for wanting to date a younger chick that's younger than you. That's like, if I reach down like, I'm gonna go date a 22-year-old, 23-year-old that don't got kids yet. Why you ain't dating nobody in your age, bro? They all got fucking 40 kids. Bro, I don't make $500,000. I can't take care of everybody. I can't do it. It's impossible.
I'm trying to say anything. I think every crush that I had coming up only got like one kid at the most.
Shit. Count yourself lucky.
Yeah, one. Every crush I ever had, like, I don't know, none of them have more than one kid.
I know one of them for sure only got one. All my crushes got multiple kids. That ain't my crush though, the Wayne. RP. That was your crush.
Yeah, that was my crush, and
nigga trying to fight me over. nigga.
That's my first ever crush in life.
I remember that one time she said she wanted some juice and had us racing to go get it. I'm like, what am I racing for? No, man, I forgot like a fucking do boy.
Bruh, it was fucking kindergarten. It was like the first grade or some shit. But yeah, like only got one kid. Yeah.
Everybody I ever dated also got multiple kids. Or talked to. I won't never say dated because I don't count them as dated, but they got 4+ kids, just about everybody. But
I'm seriously trying to think of anybody with, and that's just one.
Well,
crushes. I ain't counting exes. I mean, it's only one of them. One ex with two exes. Two.
I want to get to the main topic, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Young Thug situation.
What's that?
Bro, it just goes to show that the streets is dead. The streets is a myth. Nobody in the streets gives a fuck about you. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You see Young Thug, everybody supposedly taking pleas and getting ready to snitch on him, and he in there with his head down on the table. He in there by himself. Everybody he was running with, Slime, YSL, all this, what's up, Slime? They ain't there with him right now. They all took pleas. Now he in there by himself. And that lets you know that you can do whatever you want to be in these. You can do whatever you want to in these streets. Be that nigga, be that man. It's gonna be your ass in that fucking court by yourself, looking stupid, hoping that the next person don't fucking tell on you. Hoping that he don't tell on you. You didn't get all like that's what I don't think. That's what I don't understand about this shit. Like you work this hard, get all these fucking millions, take care of all these people, and throw it away for what? For what? How do you get yourself out the trenches to throw it all away?
They be scared to lose that platform now.
Man, look. Once you get to a certain level, you gotta start lying, man. A lot like the rest of these niggas, man. Like for example, Chief Keef. This nigga moved to LA. He can still rap about whatever the fuck he want to. He don't never gotta go back to Chicago. Ever.
I wouldn't.
And he still can portray that lifestyle. Young Thug could have did the same thing, bro. You ain't gotta be in the streets no more. That's to everybody that's in the streets, bro. Like the streets don't fucking love you. You might love what it can bring. You might get the women that you always wanted in these certain hoods. You might get the money. But once that shit dry up, they drying up too. They out of there. They don't fuck with you no more. And you're going to be looking stupid in that fucking jail cell for the rest of your life. You a fucking late 20-year-old person, 30 or whatever, early 30s. Finna spend 50 years in jail. All that money you made don't mean shit no more. Just saying, man, the streets is dead, man. Don't throw your fucking life away for some temporary gain, man. For some fake power. That ain't gonna get you nowhere in life but inside your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
That power ain't gonna get you nowhere in the corporate world, in your own business world, because nobody give a fuck about what you did in the streets. You can't go up in the fucking bank and be like, yeah, I'm the nigga in my hood, and they be like, here you go. No, that's not how it's gonna fucking work. Shit is crazy, man. People really just throw their life away for that shit.
And the internet streets ain't real.
Yeah, they definitely ain't real. But at least some niggas on the internet control your ass, say they this and that, and get the fuck off and go back to their real life.
And that's what I mean. The internet streets ain't real. So like y'all, it's mainly about that now. It ain't even about being street. People want to stay street so they can back up the claims they got in the internet streets. You just doing it for the clout and attention. It's not worth it, my nigga. It's not worth it.
That's what I understand. If you got the respect from your neighborhood or your city or whatever, that's all you fucking need when you get bigger. They gonna vouch for you. You ain't gotta do shit else for the rest of your fucking life.
And listening to the people that's like, man, you not real because you don't be in the trenches with us, bro. I elevated everybody else for an opportunity to get everybody out the trenches.
Yeah.
That's how your mindset should
be. The
be.
goal is to get out the fucking hood, not stay in the fucking hood. And if you want to stay in the hood, buy your fucking hood and fucking elevate everybody there.
Like and by elevate, they don't mean like move more violence and keys through the hood. That mean gentrify it for your community.
Yeah, man.
And I don't mean make it a nice neighborhood so the other people that's not in your hood
can move in.
I mean make a better hood for the people that's in your hood to move up. Like
exactly, man.
Like, man, it could. You know how many? If I'm gonna just say it, if all the black rappers and celebrities who preach and talk about what they can do and will do and what they should do, if all of them take some of that money they all got and imagine how many famous people from Philly. I'm just naming Philly because it's a famous. You got Kevin Hart. You got.
Same with fucking Virginia. There's so many fucking.
It's so many people. Like I mean, I ain't gonna sit up and name them all. Y'all know who from Philly and who popping or whatever. Like y'all know
shit,
who.
You can name just New York. Some of the biggest niggas ever. Sean Combs, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying?
So think about that, and then think about the hoods. If they all go to the hood, give a look back to it, create more jobs, put more money into it, make it look better. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna elevate the hood or whatever and get them off the back burner. Like you gonna have more of those people who not from the hood invested in that shit. Like bringing more money to what they got. Y'all, it's like I don't know, man. I think I do. I'm starting to believe. I didn't believe in Illuminati, but the way these niggas moving, I'm starting to believe it because they scared to do anything for the community. They scared to do anything for their people. Like it don't make sense that all of these people got this money and preach all of this positivity. And shit,
I was just gonna say that.
Never fucking do nothing about it.
Oh, they just need opportunity, but you don't never give the opportunities. Never. It's cool that you want to look out for your close friends and stuff like that, but
what are y'all scared of?
After that, then what?
And even if there is debt, let's say Illuminati is real, all of y'all, bro, they could just kill all of y'all. They go kill every rapper, every singer, every model, every actress, come on, bro. It's not right. Come on, am I tripping? Crazy, even if that's the case, bro, none of it makes sense. Like there's no reason all y'all can't give back to the community. And when I say give back, I don't mean take some plates for Christmas and give out turkeys and shit, bro. That's old.
Yeah. That ain't doing nothing long term. That's just for the short term game right there. Right. Literally, you got some need for Thanksgiving probably a few days after, but then after that, what? Come on, man. Open up all these fucking businesses y'all got. That's why I fuck with Nipsey so fucking hard. I didn't really fuck with his music that much because I never really listened to it, but like he opened up a store right there in his fucking neighborhood. He brought jobs to his neighborhood. Come on, man. And that's the fucking part right there. He got killed by a nigga that was still in the streets, bro. Even though Nipsey wasn't probably over there still, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, man. The streets don't give a fuck about you. You can make it and still do such and such, and they still will kill you. And you can't just say, it's just in your neighborhood, because they can do it any fucking where. They don't give a fuck where you from, man.
PNB Rock.
In L.A.
No, nowhere near where he's supposed to be.
And that goes to show, like, man, look, just the streets just ain't it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I believe if I ever make it, bro, I'm leaving niggas behind. Like, I help out, but I ain't got to come back and fuck with y'all like that, man.
If y'all want to elevate, something and change something, like if the easiest way to kill the hood mentality is to bring people prosperity. You bring people prosperity. The only thing you got to worry about now is jealousy.
Yep.
It's the only thing you have to worry about now. And I know that's one of the most dangerous emotions. But if you bring prosperity and get the fuck out the way, my nigga, you ain't got to worry about that. Like if you can bring new jobs, new peace to your hood or whatever, make buildings and stuff like that, and then leave.
Yep.
Pop in, pop out. You ain't gotta yo, I'm at the hood.
I'm in the hood.
Man.
Look at me. All my chains on. I'm stunning on these niggas. That's really what they do, bro.
Y'all want to see me, man? I'm on 44th in the 66 thirds, man. You feel me? I'm out there, Marcy. Like, I'm at my favorite chicken joint, bro. No. Don't let people know y'all let too much information out. Again, man, it could be a whole group of these dudes doing stuff for the community from there. It don't even have to be every hood. Like it could just be the majority of them. That takes out the majority of this ideology, but they don't want to fix it.
And especially with the bigger ones, they don't even have to be there personally. They got the resource to have other people on the ground that's in the fucking hoods that's trying to make change. One of the lights went out, so I know you can already be done.
The fact that Jay-Z ain't already did that is skeptical to me already. Like it's already like
I already know.
It's already like
that is so suspicious.
I mean, you a billionaire, my dude. Like the shit Kanye complaining about, bro. You a billionaire, you was a billionaire, my dude. You complaining about the wrong shit. Like you could have took that leadership you had and gave it back to Chicago.
Yep.
You could have took that shit and invested in knocked down some of them old ass buildings that ain't nobody fucking using that look like a shithole and put some places.
Oh, bruh.
And put some places that people actually want to go to and invest that and then hire some people or whatever. And you could change, bro. There's so much shit y'all could do.
Then they say the city bought O Block and they finna turn it down.
Yeah, that's what they did to Cabrini Greens.
There we go. Like that's another thing. Y'all dying for these fucking blocks and neighborhoods, and they can just come in and just tear that shit down anytime they fucking want to, bro.
That's what they did to Cabrini Greens, man. Chicago.
That shit crazy, man.
Anytime they feel like they need a change or they want to change the look of the city, oh yeah, they'll come knock some shit down quick.
Yep, and that's that. Y'all was fighting over these hoods. Y'all could have bought that hood and brought y'all hood up instead of, oh, this our hood. You come over here, we gonna kill you. Come on, man.
That's what's crazy to me. Like, everything used to be about prosperity. Like everything used to be about prosperity. Like in every community, no matter what race you was, no matter what color you was, everybody wanted to bring prosperity to their people. Like it changed now, and everybody want to shit on everybody all summer and show other dudes what I got. Why don't you and that dude set y'all differences aside, get y'all shit together, and bring prosperity to everybody around there, and all y'all be winning together instead of I'm trying to get it without this.
Bro,
it's
better to talk about getting money than actually come up with ways to do it.
I mean,
the streets is a myth, man.
It's not worth it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's time to move the fuck around, man.
And I'm done. You done?
Yeah.
Stay out the streets.
Black Visionary Podcast.